G'day YouTube, JB from Oz again. Today we're going to do some more work on the Y-axis and start on the Z-axis. Thanks for watching. We have some more work to do on our Y, which includes connecting the motor and the belt. So we've got some tilt there. Well, I had a look at the old belt and it's a bit stuffed. It's not quite long enough, possibly due to a tensioner or some other sort of change that was made before. So I'm going to go with a new piece of belting. Right, new. So we also want to ensure that firstly, positioning, we want to align such that we're centered on the drive line. We also want to ensure that our motor is centered on that same drive line. Now, if you do this correctly and you center your motor up such that the shortest path is over the motor, through the attachment points, over the bearing, your belt will pull straight. The shortest path will be between those points, and your belt will not run off onto either side of the bearing holder or off the pulley. This onto the side. So the belt is currently not tight. Going to cut ourselves off a little bit of extra here. Okay, so our belt is pathed over the two pulleys. We want to make sure that they're flush at the same level on the attachment point. It's also pretty important that we're on the same level across the drive axis. Let's do this first. Okay, a little bit of fiddle farting around. We've now got the motor on there, tight. Not over tight, but tight enough. The belt tension has now come up. Alright, we have a couple of other adjustments that we can make. Let's assume that our pulley is where we want it. Okay, so step we're just looking at now is tightening up all of the Y-frame. Working on a nice flat surface like this bench top that we've got. Just snugging up. Starting just gently. Just a little bit each way. You know you can be super strong, doesn't have to be, just enough to snug it up. One of the things people often think about is, oh, I need super technical tools in order to calibrate my printer and so forth. For checking squareness, you have some pretty awesome tools, which is the eye. You can actually get things square just by looking along bits you can see. We're going to assume that's square from the manufacturer. It's going to be close enough. Check. Here's the height. This is actually higher, so we'll want to drop it down in order to keep the geometry from being distorted on that axis. Now we're attaching our Zs. So we start at the bottom. Motor. Now we want our wiring to come out the back. Through the hole there. Lovely. Top plates. And starts to look a little bit like a printer.